Hey guys, Sasha from netbooknews.com, and I'm about to do my very first unboxing of a new Ultrabook. That's the new Lenovo Ideapad 300s, but it's not so new anymore. It's available for about 2 months right now, but the fine folks of Lenovo Taiwan sent it over so we can also take a look at an Ultrabook here in our office. So check it out. Okay, here we go. I think it's started to be available in late November 2011. But anyways, we've been taking care of all these tablets and smartphones and whatnot, so I had no time to take a look at the Ultrabook market. If you really want to know anything about the Ultrabooks, you can head over to ultrabooknews.com, the site from Steve Chippy Payne, and he has everything that you need to know about these fellas. But let's take a look at this right now, and let's take a look at this 13.3-inch device. We're gonna unwrap this some later. What about accessories in here? That was a nice little dummy. There's nothing in this box. What about here? We have a bunch of... oh, there's a setup poster. Interesting. That's a first. I've never had a setup poster. And I would guess that this is the PSU. And that's about it, right? No fancy sleeve or something. Here's the PSU, which is actually very thin and light. I like that. But no sleeves, nothing, just the pure device itself that we are checking out right now. Let me just get rid of all these boxes here, and then we're diving right into this blister package. And here we go. By the way, we really got the top model from Lenovo, which is running on the Intel Core i7 2677M. That's a 1.8 gigahertz dual core CPU, which has a turbo mode up to, I think it was 2.7 gigahertz. Actually, it's 2.9 gigahertz. 4 MBs of cache. Our system comes with 4 GB of memory and a 256 GB SSD. This is a 13.3-inch display, and the resolution therefore should be 1366 by 768. It weighs only 1310 grams. It's 18 millimeters thin and 325 millimeters wide, and about 216 millimeters deep. Just to give you an idea, I have my Sony Vaio Z from last year here. That's a device that costs about 4 times the price of the Lenovo Ideapad U300s, well, at least back in September 2011. It's a little bit wider, but in terms of the thickness, as you can see, the new Ultrabook category kind of matches this fancy sub-notebook from Sony, which is slightly lighter, about 200 grams. This is 1150 grams. But let's check out the Lenovo here. What I really like is this nice, I think it's aluminum, nice metallish finish. It looks very stylish. It looks actually pretty expensive. We're taking a look around the system itself. We have a connector for the PSU over here. There's an HDMI out, and the blue one over here is a USB 3.0, and we have a jack for your headset. There's pretty much nothing on the front. There's another USB 2.0 over here, and this is a little, I'm not too sure about this one. Is there another jack for a headset? And this is the biggest disadvantage of Ultrabooks. They're using the same method as Apple with their MacBook Air. That means you have a sealed battery. As soon as your battery is dying, which is going to happen for me in like 18 months, you need to chip in the whole platform and they need to replace it then. So you immediately notice this nice little glossy screen, which is definitely a decent mirror. A huge trackpad, huge wide trackpad with integrated mouse buttons. Physical feedback is very decent. I really like that. And again, also this reminds you of the MacBook Air. What about the keyboard? Great chiclet keyboard in this typical Lenovo style. When you're taking a look at the shape of the keys, and you see when I'm I'm just pressing on it a little bit. It's kind of bending, but just slightly. But it still feels great. I like the keyboard even better than the one on my Sony, because the keys are a little bit closer together, while Sony here with the chiclet. Let's do a little comparison so you can also see how dirty my device is. But I'm working with it. It's a tool. You can see the keys are smaller and there's more space between the keys. So I would prefer this Lenovo keyboard, definitely. And the trackpad is huge compared to the one on my Sony. So I'm getting a little bit jealous. Anyways, it comes with Windows 7 Ultimate. That should be the 64-bit edition. Oh, and it's evenly charged. Fantastic. And due to the fact that it sports a 256GB SSD, it normally should boot up in about 20 seconds. That would be even faster. That would be like 12 to 15 seconds. Here we are. Oh, by the way, we also have, I think it's a 0.3 or 1.3 megapixel camera. I'm not sure about these specs. But what we would like to check out, because Intel is claiming that these Ultrabooks have this instant on. That means if you're going into standby by just closing the lid, the time until it wakes up should be just a second or two. Okay, well, it was locked here. Let's say if it wasn't locked at the lock screen, it would just wake up in a second, 2 seconds max. Well, first impression of this device, I love the build quality. This is something that I admire about Lenovo in general. They really kept up with the decent build quality from IBM as soon as they took over their PC division, and this Lenovo Ideapad U300s is just another example of that you can build very great build quality, very great build quality. What a sentence, but whatever. Definitely very decent build quality, a great design at quite an affordable price, because this is around $1,000 US. So that's the first impression of the new Lenovo Ideapad U300s. I'm Sasha from netbooknews.com. Thanks for watching.